Alright, so today I got the parts and we are going to fix the EazyRC Bronx. So I really had fun with this truck and it's a pity. I think the motor had burnt out. That was my conclusion. It was so hot and I think it was all the weeds that were wound around the axles. I didn't have any tools with me to take it apart. So I just cleaned it off in the water and I kept driving it, and then we charged the battery, let it dry. And maybe that mud they grow rice in, that's sticky stuff. So maybe it clogged things up and I actually burnt the motor out at the end of the last video on the Bronx. So today I got some upgrade parts and we're gonna upgrade it. Well, we're gonna see, make sure it was the motor burnt out. I got another motor and I also got upgrade parts. So we'll upgrade it and then we'll take it outside and we will run it. So stick around. For the upgrade parts, we have new wheels. So all of these things come from a company called, nothing's got a branding on, oh, EazyRC. That's gonna show up. There we go, EazyRC. I just found them on Taobao, Chinese shopping site, and I bought a few things. This is not gonna be fully upgraded, but it should work better. So I got these wheels. And these are steel or aluminum, so they're quite a bit heavy and they have foams in. So what I'm trying to do, and they're nice and supple. So what I'm trying to do is add weight down low. So these are definitely heavier. I'd say one wheel is equal to at least two. I could get the scales out and weigh them, but I'm just going by feel. So I got new wheels. Also, what I showed you, I have a link, I have aluminum center plate and steel links, so that should stiffen up the suspension. I bought a motor from FMS if I need it. There it is. It's already got the pinion installed because they're pressed pinions, so that's nice. I also bought a set of shocks, little mini oil shocks. And they're also from EazyRC and they come with oil. So I'll be putting the oil in these and we'll throw these parts on and see how it runs. Well, we've hit a roadblock. So this motor is for like an upgraded system. It's from a different company. I knew it was more powerful. I didn't realize it was a completely different size. So if you look at the two motors, you can see this is the one that came in it, and the big one is the one I replaced with. So it doesn't fit, and I looked. And for like $60 or $70, I can get a different center plate. I can get a different transmission. I can get everything to fit this motor. Now I paid about 45 RMB, so like, I don't know, $8 for this. So I don't think it's worth it. So I need to get another motor this size. So I've just ordered one, but a faster one. So where we are right now, let me just take a look. We have it all in pieces, but I'm not gonna put the other stuff on yet. I'm gonna wait because the transmission has to has to be mounted inside before I put everything back together. So I'm going to stop for today, and hopefully in a few days the motor will be here, and then we'll get this car rebuilt and get to take it out. So that's all for today.
2,000 years later.
So I just bought a full motor and transmission. That way I get the right motor. So a little bit more expensive, but we got a Power Dash 50 motor. It says caution hot on it. I don't know if that's any better than the motor that was in it. We can take a look. Motor that was in it looks quite different. They both say C2. I see one, but one is green on the end, one is black. This one seems to have better solders. I don't know if that makes a difference, but same size anyway, so same transmission. So we get that. We get all our screws in this box. Hopefully I'll remember how it goes together. So we can actually get to work on this build. So the first thing, let's get rid of this. So to get rid of that, those attach to the shock towers. That's interesting. So I guess I gotta get out my tools. We'll pull that apart. Finally got the upgrades installed. It's looking pretty good. So there's the Bronco, or the Bronx, sorry about that. These wheels are actually quite amazing. They have a 6-bolt pattern, as I showed you in the video. It takes a while to put them in, but they bolt up like real hubs, like real wheels. That's pretty cool on a scale vehicle. Now, if you're looking at the truck, you'll see it sits higher in the back now than it did before. I'm not sure if these links are a little bit different length, and that's why, like it's pulling it forward or something, so pulling it down, or maybe I should mount these shocks in a different hole, but I'm gonna leave it because I think it looks kind of cool raised up in the back, so I'm gonna leave it like that. As far as how it works, it works much better. It bounces a little bit off its wheels. So the wheels have sponge in them, foams, and these rims are aluminum, I think, maybe metal, and like maybe steel, and it's got quite a bit more heft to it. This is a lot heavier truck than it used to be, and the weight's all pretty low. It's in these links, and the shocks are heavier because they have oil, and then definitely the wheels are quite a bit beefier, a lot more weight in the wheels. So that should keep it from rolling over. As for the tread pattern on these wheels, they look pretty aggressive. I think they're going to work quite well. They're as soft as the original wheels. There's an original one on the back, but they have foam, so they compress less. So I think she'll actually drive better. So all we got to do now is take it outside and drive it and see if that's the case. See if it performs better. This is the original one that came in it. It's got the blue wire on it. Oh, they all got blue wires. This is the original anyway. It died like right away, so that's kind of disappointing. and the motor burned out, but I think that was my fault for having all the mud and weeds and stuff wrapped around it. I think it just overheated it. Now, with this new setup, with the metal wheels, there's a lot more rolling weight, and I'm wondering if I'll have a trouble with my diffs or with my transmission. Fortunately, I have another transmission, but that could be the case. By upgrading that, I could be moving some stress somewhere else. I think it'd be really cool to do these with metal gears and brass gears, bigger motor, because there is a bigger plate and you can mount that bigger motor I own. You need a different transmission, but to do the metal drive shafts, do it all metal axles, and then see how it performs out on the trails. But we're getting into kind of expensive territory already. I don't know in like American money what I spent on all these parts. Maybe $50 or so, which, you know, we're getting into close to the price of the truck already. But it looks sweet. Those wheels are sweet. So if you own one of these, or even, I guess these would work on a TRX4M, I think. I'm not sure if the hex size is the same, but they'd be sweet on those trucks as well. Okay, time to go drive. Okay, so let's see if these upgrades actually helped. So, was it worth it? Doing all the work, upgrading, so that's the purpose of today. We're gonna give it a run. First we'll just go through some dirt and let's see how it performs. Hopefully we don't burn out the motor today. Hopefully. There it goes. Big thing to climb there. Drive off this part. Some PLE. Alright, so I think that's enough running footage. There's only so much you can show. It's quite slow. Shocks work really well. It's nice to slow rebound. I think the performance has generally improved quite a bit. A stickier compound tire, some of the places where it was spinning, I think it would have made it up. I think it's performing quite well. I'd be very interested to see how this would stand up as it is now with my minimal upgrades, how it would stand up to the TRX 4M Bronco, a yellow one. So maybe I'll get one of those and we'll put them head to head. Maybe. They're quite a bit more expensive than this truck. So we'll see. But yeah, generally pretty happy with it. Do you need all these upgrades? No. I think the wheels, putting these wheels on is the best part of my upgrades. And the shocks. The wheels and the shocks. I don't think the links matters quite so much. But definitely the wheels bring a lot of weight down low, and that helps it climb. So you saw in the ditches, it climbed right up. I don't think it would have done that with the old setup, but we don't know because we didn't try, but that's my feeling. Yeah, so the EazyRC Bronx, and mine is New York State, so New York City is the Bronx, so that's kind of cool. It is certainly a lot more for the money than a Traxxas TRX 4M, that's for sure. And I think maybe it's just about as much fun, but to know for sure I'd have to go buy a Traxxas, so we'll see if that happens. Beautiful truck. Maybe we'll do some other upgrades. There is YHRC does make a bigger transmission, and you can put that bigger motor in, and that would give it some more speed and power. So I might do that in the future. It's just a shame because I just bought this upgrade. So, and then I would probably have to change the drive shafts to metal, and I'd have to change the gears to metal as well for the extra power. But we'll see. This will be back on the channel at some point. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you like this truck. More coming in the future. As always, try to subscribe if you can, if it's not too much work. Click the bell if it's clickable. And yeah, buy me coffee. Thanks. Catch you next time.
I got it for